Hey, my name is Jeremiah Bonanno. This is the film for week 8 of Survey of Design, and the film that we watched was called Helvetica, about the type style Helvetica. Alright, after watching the film Helvetica, one of the most important things that I learned about the different font styles is the mindset that fonts do not only represent the blank spaces that they fill up on the page, but that they can also represent a hidden matrix of blank spaces which must fit together in a certain manner in order to keep the letters in place. One of the people in the video described this as like a tight matrix with no fluidity in it, so that you have to imagine the letters like fixed in place, so that way you have like more, I would say, more thought behind like how you're gonna design them within that space. Some designers use the idea of the underlying matrix to play around with the words or the fonts they've been given, which is almost always Helvetica due to its inherent neutrality. Helvetica is currently the dominating font type in the modern world because of its simplicity and ability to convey almost any message in a clear, coherent fashion, while the graphics included with the font take up the role of telling a story or delivering the desired message. The typeface is used by almost every major brand that exists today, and because of its lack of personality, it's less used by designers who are trying to create like a font for an artistic purpose, because Helvetica is kind of like uniform and all the letters almost look exactly the same, so it doesn't really offer much in the eyes of an artist. While it can become its own type of communication, the medium of type doesn't really, like Helvetica itself doesn't really communicate anything. So any designer can pick it up and use it in their own way, and no matter like what image it's placed with, it will still convey a different meaning. In the sense of a business mindset, Helvetica is the perfect font to use because it is simple and the rest of the business world is already using it. Whereas in the point of view of the more artful designers who aren't working on large-scale projects or commercial projects, illustrated fonts, like I said before, serve the purpose better because it's only going to be one project that's produced from their work, and so you want the project to like represent like a piece of them, I guess. And so illustrated text would be their own creation, their own work, and so it better represents that. In the case of the typographies present on campus, the most popularly used is still Helvetica, and most likely because it is the most cost-effective to produce on a large scale, since all the letters are almost uniform. The specific type or font that I chose for this assignment is the Helvetica lettering outside each of the residence halls and the educational buildings too. So like, for example, E.J. Brown Business Hall or P Hall each have like Helvetica letterings outside the building to let people know what building it is. These graphics are important to the identity of the campus because they assist with wayfinding for people that are not regular residents of the campus and might get lost while trying to find like somebody that they're visiting here. Because of the type placed on the building, this purpose is more important. To serve this purpose, it is more important that the letters be clear and visible from a good distance away, which is another reason why Helvetica is perfect for this case, because it's already used so widely that it makes it more recognizable to people who are looking for a way to find out how they're gonna make it around. And also, the Helvetica lettering assists the building in coming off as more modern because it helps it fit in with all the other Helvetica samples that surround our lives, such as like ads that we see for anything such as like Coke, which nowadays it used to include illustrated type styles, and they used to feature like images of people drinking Coke in their ads, whereas nowadays they just show a picture of a cool refreshing cup of Coke, and then under it just says Coke, it's the real thing. And so the message is clear, and they just want to say, this is our product, we want you to drink it, this is what it looks like, which is what Helvetica is good at doing, because it's so simple that it doesn't imply any hidden meaning behind the words. And yeah.